You're watching a live Rogers TV sports presentation.
Island University for tonight's feature match between the Camosun Chargers and the Vancouver Island University Mariners. We're going to be watching some PACWEST men's volleyball round 2. And here is us for tonight. My name's Vedran. This is my good friend, fellow coach, colleague, Brett Sinnott. Brett, what do you expect from tonight's game?
Oh, I'm expecting an absolute war. Typically, the Island rivalry is one of the best nights we get out here in the gym, and I'm expecting to see some high-level volleyball.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited. We got a really good crowd. We're almost full. Both teams are healthy. Both teams look ready. And we're just about to announce our starting lineups. Camosun Chargers are up. And now for the home team, the VIU Mariners. Tonight's officials, Bobby Wu, R1, Scott Speakman as the R2, Nathan Kinsey and Jordan Connors as the referee assistants. Starting lineup for Camosun, it's going to be Matthew Rappin, Oliver Westhaver, Jake Bolton, Tyler Billick, Eli Woldring, Kyle Sodola, and Des Arthurs. Brett, how excited are you for this Island rivalry?
I am stoked. I'm really curious to see number 8 on Camosun, Eli play. He popped off on a 28-kill night, playing against the Douglas College Royals last weekend. So going to be interesting to see if he can continue the hot streak. And we're looking over at Philip Trido, one of the big outsides of the league. Going to see if he can do some damage tonight.
And the starting lineup for VIU is going to be Rico Del Mundo, Jake Stobie, Rowan McPherson, Owen Dick, Philip Trido, Carter Monroe, and Manny Adefisayo. VIU will start with the serve. It's going to be number 2, Jake Stobie. VIU is in white, Camosun in blue. Serve to 6, pass number 3, free ball VIU. A bit of a scramble there, lack of communication. Camosun unexpectedly takes the first point.
It's a tough one to give up, setting the tone early. Maybe a few nerves for the home crowd tonight.
Very likely, yeah. Matthew Rappin, number 1 on serve. Pass is good, ball center dump by Owen Dick. Ball goes off Matthew and into the crowd. VIU with its first point. Owen was aware of what's happening at the net. There was no blocker in front of him. Straight hand dump to position 1. Carter Monroe, number 11 on serve. Great serve, and it's an ace.
This is going to be one of the big points for VIU. Really tough serving team, a lot of aggressive spin servers. One of their big keys to success.
On top of battling nerves, which on this capacity crowd is going to be not easy. Great serve, good retrieval by the setter. Camosun gets another shot, set to the left side, high over the top of the block. He even signals it with his hand. Eli Woodring.
This was the big player for Camosun last weekend and setting up for that again.
Absolutely, he was the CCAA Player of the Week. Not to mention the PACWEST Player of the Week. Great swing from the middle. VIU gets a point and takes the lead 3-2. Second year, Rowan McPherson from Kamloops on serve. Serve is long, goes to position 5, great pass. Set to the right side, high swing. Eli with another, picked up this time by Carter. Set to left, Phillip goes high off hands. And point Mariners. Great rally there. Some great defensive points. Rowan back on serve. Serve to position 6. Great pass by the libero. Free ball VIU. Ball is out. Point VIU. And you see that one again. A bit of a scramble there on Camosun's side. Unfortunately, unable to get the ball back into the court. Rowan is back on serve. Serve to position 5, great pass by the left side. Power tip from the middle into position 5, and that's a point Camosun.
Yeah, the middle made a really good read on the open hand tip. Just unlucky that the power dipped it deep to 5. It's a tough one.
Serving number 19. Des Arters gets a great serve, gets VIU out of position. Strong hit from Trital on the left. Free ball VIU. Jake Stobie with the free ball. Setting behind. Great swing by Manny Adefisayo. Great work by Owen Dick, the setter. Having the blocker jump with him, allowing Manny to stay against no block. Owen Dick on serve. It's a spin serve. Goes to position 5. Great pass by Camosun, setting the left side. High swing going for hands. Referee says no. Ball is out. Point VIU.
So this is where the serving pressure's coming in. VIU up to a 7-3 early lead and have not missed from the back line yet. Just mounting the pressure on Camosun.
Very difficult to run an offense after that kind of serve receive. Absolutely. They're passing well though, but it's just difficult. Now going a power tip off the blocker's hands, out to the sideline. Finally, Camosun stopped this mini run of VIU. Great decision there. There was 2 hands on that ball. Decided not to hit it. Probably would have gotten blocked. Great call to go for a tip. Eli on serve. A little bit off pace there. Serves the middle. Gets VIU in all kind of trouble, but they managed to get a swing off hands. Point VIU. That's amazing that the middle was ready for that serve receive, right? You wouldn't imagine him serving short like that.
Middle's not known for their passing, veteran.
That's right. Phillip with a long serve. It's out.
Just out.
Just out. VIU's recruit from Germany. You see that one? It wasn't much out, but it was out. Ultimately, it doesn't matter how much it was out. Number 3, Jake Bolton on serve. Serve to 6, setting the middle, tip off the block. Great pickup by Eli on the right. Tip over the block, picked up by Carter. Lack of communication on VIU's side. It's a free ball, Camosun. Setting the pipe, 2 blockers, and it's in. VIU was looking for an out call, but the ball was in. See that one again? Good set. Almost no block, a lot of room there in between the blockers.
Yeah, really good offense and setter decision there.
Great running there for Matthew. Back on serve, good pass. Sets a little bit tight, one-on-one though. And Carter goes with a line shot. He saw an opportunity there for the line. The blocker didn't really commit to the antenna, left some room there as you would going one-on-one. And a swing down the line. VIU is up 9-6. Manny back on serve. Serves to 5, great pass by number 9, set to the middle behind. Setter set to Camosun requesting a double, setting the middle, and the ball is in. What a swing. Number 18 there.
Really good to see the setters establish the middle early here and set it. So maybe expecting a little more outside later on in the match once the middle start biting and jumping with each other.
Great choices from the Camosun setter indeed. And Huxley is on serve now. Great serve. Oh, Camosun requesting up that the ball dropped on the floor. Referees do not bite. Set to the outside. Bit of a difficult out-of-system set. Blockers were ready. Nobody was covering. VIU with a point.
Fun as you are a ref veteran that off-serve receive, if the ball hits you unintentionally 2 times, it is not a double.
Correct.
As long as it's in the same motion for the fans at home that are wondering why that point wasn't called.
Absolutely. Great pass by the libero, running the middle. Middles have been extremely consistent in the beginning of this game, especially on Camosun's side.
Yeah, it's just a great turn back to 1. Double block up on VIU, and middle made a great decision there, cutting the ball.
Setter Matthew Rappin back on serve. He serves to 5. Carter with a great pass. Setting a C-ball. Nice dig by Camosun. It's a tip to position 6. Owen sets the middle, and it's deep, but it's in. Great decision there by the second year. You see that one again. Staying one-on-one, going deep into the court. Great decision. Carter Monroe back on serve, number 11 for VIU. Score is 11-8. To spin serve to position 6. Great pass by the libero, setting to the right, one-on-one. Philip, they had no chance there. Kyle Stodola, cross court. Wonderful swing. And great run, great approach with that angle.
This is when all these middle runs start to really take a toll, and the middle has to commit on a perfect pass.
Absolutely. Set to the outside, goes off the blocker's hand into the antenna. Point VIU. Rowan back on serve. The announcer playing the German national anthem for Philip. A trait of the VIU announcer. Serve is long to 1. It's going to be an out-of-system set to the right side. Was there a touch and block? The referee says no. 4 touches for Camosun. VIU is up 13-9. Rolling with another serve. Serve goes into the net. Not a lot of missed serves in this game, unlike the previous game. In the first set, particularly in the women's game, there was a lot of missed serves. Serving has been very high level, I would say.
I agree. I think once you start missing more than 5 serves in a set, it gets really tough. But anything less than that, as a coach at this level, you're pretty happy.
Back to the court. Jake Stobie goes off the outside middle's hands. And point goes to VIU, 14-10. Captain Owen Dick, number 8, is on serve. It's going to be a spin serve here. Strong serve to position 6. The ball is out of reach of the Camosun setter. VIU goes up 15-10. Very powerful serve, difficult to pass.
Yeah, Owen, a lot of action, and you know, if anybody hears the term action on a spin serve, Owen's in particular dives really hard down to the left.
Better pass this time from Camosun, sets to the left side, out of system. They're looking for hands. And the line judge, referee assistant, gives it to them. No argument from VIU, so they're clearly in agreement with that one. Eli, number 8, back on serve. Strong spin serve off the top tape, and it lands before any of the VIU players could pick it up. With a motion we like to call the pancake.
If only we were playing tennis.
If only we were playing tennis.
No let serves in volleyball.
Used to be the thing. 2000s, early 2000s. Great pass by Enrico. Set to the left side. Jay goes high off the block, but picked up by the Camosun libero. Setting the middle. The middle was ready on that one. Huxley with another great kill. Great job. Great communication on Camosun's side. He basically had no approach on that one. Still managed to get a swing.
And this is one of the times when if you're the other middle watching this, you're trained to look for a full approach on the middle, typically an indication that, you know, there's at least a chance getting set, and just caught Rowan, unfortunately, sleeping, thinking that the ball was going to go out to the pin, most likely. And
we have VIU, interestingly, although they're up, calling their first time out. Good choice by the coach. They were up by 5. Now they're up by only 2. Coach Avender recognizing that potentially some nervousness is coming into his team, or maybe just a lack of consistency, calling a timeout, addressing any errors that his team is making, and giving a team a chance to refresh.
You know, reset. I think they're playing pretty well so far. Service pressure is great. I think only 2 missed serves going on for VIU right now. They just have to find a way to stop the middle. If we had stats, I'm sure at least 6 or 7 of the 13 points coming out for Camosun have been through the middle. And for those not familiar, that is a very large amount of middle swings this early in a match.
Absolutely. Yeah. If we're talking about a game, this would have been to be expected, but let alone in a first set at this rate, Camosun's middles might be unstoppable if they keep this up. And so far, VIU is struggling to find a way to block them. Eli back on serve. Spin serve. It is long.
Fabled coach point coming in from Avender.
No question that he's going to claim ownership for that one. Philip Trital on serve. It's a float serve to 6. Pass is going over. Setter goes with the dump. Out of system set from the libero. High, and finds a spot in between the 2 blockers. Number 11, Carter Monroe. We see that one again. The blockers were there. They timed it well, but there seemed to be a seam between their hands. And Carter experienced enough to recognize that. Philip Trital back on serve. Long serve to the libero, good pass, setting the middle, tip, and another kill for Huxley. Matthew and Huxley right now are a crazy good, well-oiled machine. Taking some pace out of that. He was hitting hard, now he tipped. VIU in all kinds of trouble there, but still up by 3. Pass is tied to the net. Owen manages to fix it. Hit from the right side. VIU requesting a touch. Referees say no touch. You see that one again. They set Jake Stobie there. 2 blockers up there. He attempted to get a touch, but not even close. Strong serve. Out of system set. No touch on that block. Another point, Camosun.
Lots of these swings playing at this height. Attackers looking for high hands, and unfortunately just not blocking cross like Monroe was expecting.
Jake with another serve. He's again targeting Philip in position 6, but the set went to the left side. Carter Monroe with a high swing. I thought that was in.
I did as well, veteran, on my end of the line.
Unless it was there something else that we missed? Not sure. That definitely looked in, but VIU is not complaining, so it looks like there might have been a net touch or maybe a foot fault. Not entirely sure. Regardless, another serve, another set to the left side. This time, the ball is in. All officials are agreeing, and Manny's on serve. We see that one again. Almost a one-on-one. Huxley was late on that one, and VIU with their first substitution. Local Nanaimo boy, Bradley on serve, number 12. Crowd is very happy for that substitution. He goes to the spin serve, goes to libero. Good pass by the libero. Setting to the left side, 2-on-2. Excellent swing down the line. 2 blockers were up there, but he managed to find a spot. Bradley is taken off the court. Manny is in. It's a tactical sub for essentially a serving sub. And VIU brings back their starting libero, Enrico Del Mundo. Huxley, number 18 for Camosun on serve. Unstoppable today in the middle. It's a hybrid between a float and a spin. Camosun gets a ball. It's a bump set to the outside. Outside finds a spot off the blocker's hands into the court. Camosun point. Kyle Sogola with another point. He's being very patient with those out-of-system sets. Smart with his choices. He's not forcing anything. Huxley back on serve. This time he goes more of a spin serve. Pass is good, sets the middle. Oh, Camosun picks it up, but a miscommunication there, and unfortunately the ball lands on the ground. Point VIU.
We love to see a middle dig here, veteran, and you know it's tough when you get that up that everybody's hoping for, and just a lack of communication there. Everybody going for the same ball. And that point's definitely going to hurt at 19-19. Those break points when you can get up 2 on a little service run really make the difference as we enter into the 20-point mark.
VIU made a sub in the meantime. Gavin McGregor is on serve. It's a spin serve. Great pass by the libero. Setter attempts a dump, gets blocked. Setting the left side. Off the libero's head, and the ball is out. Strong block by VIU. Huge momentum for them now. Leading 20-19. You can tell that Owen was happy about that block, and why wouldn't he be?
And big change. They've been blocking cross so far this game. Finally a switch down the line, and I think he caught him unsuspecting.
Gavin with another strong serve. Great pass by the libero, setting the left side. Looks like a net touch on top of the ball being into the court. Point Camosun. Matthew Rappin next to go on serve. He pushed that ball coast to coast almost. And now he's on serve. Serve is long to 5. Good pass by Tridal. Set to the right side. Blocked. Camosun with another point. Just as we thought that VIU might get away with this one, we are back.
Yeah, and Gavin, a setter, so VIU trying to get 3 attackers in the front row there, letting them set from behind and letting their setter own Dick take her up on the left side.
Great serve onto Philip. It's an out-of-system sedge. Jake with a roll shot over the block. The middle gets a little bit sneaky. Tips the second ball over the blocker's hands. And Camosun is up by 2.
And Nate Brown switching in for Del Mundo, seeing if he can switch the vibe of the pass. A little bit of tension right now for the Mariners.
Great pass, good choice. It's a little bit tight actually. Goes set to the right side, off the hands, great risk. And the ball is out from the middle. Great run. The middles have been unstoppable for Camosun. The blockers were not close to that one. The angle was great, but unfortunately he seemed to be too far off on the left side of the court and not enough space for that ball to go in. Regardless, Carter Monroe back on serve. 21-22 Camosun. Good pass by the libero, set to the left side. Eli high and over the block.
And this is where VIU's getting punished. Sharp cross in line, and Camosun's doing a really great job having a large variety of angles that they're hitting right now. It's really tough for the blocking side for VIU to kind of get a hand or at least funnel to the defenders.
Kyle with another great serve. Great pass by Nate Brown. One-on-one with the blocker. Jake gets blocked by number 3. Jake blocks Jake. Battle of the Jakes, if you will. And yes, that was a dad joke. Spin serve to Carter. Decent enough pass. Oh, what could have been a free ball to VIU for Camosun. VIU was aggressive on that ball. No blockers. They used it very nicely and saved the set ball.
Yeah, if I'm Camosun setter, I'm either looking to hold with the middle and go right or just run it straight down. Has been working for the first set here.
Let's see what he decides to do. Sets the middle. VIU recovers it. Philip goes high off Eli's hands. Ball is out. VIU is down by 1. Still another set ball for Camosun.
Again, just trying to force their way through the middle there. I'm expecting on a good ball for the ball to go to the right here and see if they can set their guy.
Good pass by the libero. Set is to the left side. Decides to go with the tip. Ball is picked up by the defender. Free ball Camosun, setting to the right to Eli. He goes high, looking for hands. Line judges, referee assistants say no. There's a conversation going on. Hopefully we can get a camera angle on this one. Conversation's pretty brief, but
Camosun making their plea as well for a touch.
The official, R1 Bobby Wu, has called both line judges for a conversation.
A little bit of banter in between through the net as well.
See that set.
I don't see a touch.
I do not see a touch.
Yeah.
Personally, I did not see a touch.
Yeah.
And the referees agree. I'm glad we were all right.
Yeah. I believe in ball don't lie, veterans, so yes. We'll see.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see if it tells the truth or not here.
Yes, yes. That usually means that this serve would have to go in. And it does. And it's a good serve. Out of system set and called a double. Very brave call by the head official. We'll see that one again. Ball handling, it wasn't pretty. In all honesty, it's just a very interesting time to make that kind of call. Either way, VIU, set ball. But if we're going to use that old one, the ball never lies. The serve went into the net, and we are tied at 25. We expected a show, and we really got one already in set 1.
For the fans at home that don't know or don't watch a lot of volleyball, we're win by 2 now, that we're all square past 25.
PACWEST record is 44-42. Don't think we're going to get there, but let's watch and see. VIU requesting a touch, and they're getting it. Eli was trying to wave it off that he didn't touch, but clearly that one goes off his forearm.
100%.
And the referee assistant acknowledged it as well.
Oh, that is a tough time to miss into the net.
Very, very tough. We're tied at 26. Eli is back on serve for Camosun.
So big rotation here. Tridal only has one more rotation in the front, and Huxley, who's been scoring most of the Camosun points, is in the front row. It's a tough matchup now.
Serve is good, goes to 6. Great pass. They decide to go B. They recycle. Free ball, VIU. Point. Tip over the block, setting to the right side, delay in the jump, and fantastic choice going off the hands. Eli really showing that he's a physical specimen.
Yeah,
you see that one again?
Just a great approach on the C ball. Just unfortunately got Stroby there just through the wickets.
Eli with another serve. Serve goes into the net. We're tied at 27. It's going to be a long night, folks, if we keep this up. But great match regardless. Philip Trital back on serve. It's a float serve to position 6. Good pass, setting the middle. Huxley goes high off the hands. Free ball, VIU, setting the middle. Manny gets a touch. Middle for middle. VIU up 1.
And that's a great run. The ball just off of the net, kind of outside of that perfect range. We'd like to set middles, so it's a great force, and Huxley just caught a little off guard.
Philip with a chance to close this set out. Float serve. Decent enough pass, but getting Camosun slightly out of system. They go for hands, no touch. VIU takes the first set, 29-27.
It's a really great battle, and just a great triple block from Monroe as well, closing that outside. Just not leaving a lot of room for the outside on Camosun to do much other than swing for high hands.
Indeed, a fantastic end to that set. A few missed serves, unfortunately, but that's to be expected. A lot of risk, a lot of rewards. We're going to see some points from that first set. Teams were evenly matched up. VIU was up for a good chunk of that set. Camosun caught up just in time around we hit those 20s. And then it was kind of point for point, really.
Yeah,
Camosun had a set ball, VIU had a set ball. And then in the end, VIU pulled it out.
I think when we watch these highlights, a lot to notice with Camosun especially is they've been really good at establishing the middle and setting the distance. Most of their sets are going the longest way possible to create space for the attackers. And if they continue that, I suspect VIU will struggle, especially with their blocking.
There's a big chance that, yeah, if this is kept up, that the outsides on Camosun are going to have a one-on-one, a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and if they stay consistent enough, VIU is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
but they pulled out the first set.
You know, big swing and a great substitution from Avender to put Nate Brown in there as well. Really tough sitting, you know, the whole first set, going up to 23, 24 points, and Camosun made the right choice serving the libero that's been off for the entire start of the match, and he just made 2 great passes that, you know, sometimes you can't predict as the other team's coach, but these things happen.
Exactly. Great choices on both teams, who to serve and who to bring to pass. But in this chess battle, VIU won. But we are only not even halfway there. About a minute left till set 2 starts. We're going to see if any changes are going to be made on the coaching side.
20, really close match in the late 20s. Unless there's something you're really not happy with. You know, the middles on Camosun definitely aren't going anywhere. They did great. Setter choices were also great on both sides. So I suspect if we see anything based on how we come out, might be a few serve subs again just to keep the pressure on each side. But lots of missed serves at the end of the game too that really swung the contest as well.
Getting ready for set 2, as we predicted. No changes on VIU side, no changes on Camosun side. It's a good contested battle in the first set. Both coaches are happy
and
the effort of their teams.
Change here. Brown's going to start the second set. How he finished off after Del Mundo, just struggling a little bit on the defensive end.
Camosun serving. Set to the left side. Carter with a nice high swing, looking for touches. Referee says yes. Camosun not contesting it.
Looked to be a touch on that, but the ball comes off so fast off of these athletes. It's really hard to know all the time unless we see the direct contact.
Carter, after that swing, goes to serve. Spin serve to position 6. Libero passes it great. Sets the right side. High swing going off of hands, but no touch. Point VIU.
This is when the set choices come into play. Running your right side against the biggest player on the court with Tridel, making just for a tough angle to try to get the ball in play.
Kyle definitely didn't have a lot of space to go. Another great pass by Camosun. A switch of hands there by Eli, and the ball is in. Really, really cool moment. I hope we can see that one again. You see the switch of hands. He's going with his right, switches to his left, tips. The ball touches the line. Kyle is back on serve, number 9 for Camosun. It's a spin serve. Great toss into the court. Sets, passes to Carter. Pancake save by the libero. Sets the right set to Eli. Roll shot. Fantastic choice on his end. Experience after all. It rolls down the blocker's hands, and it's a point to Camosun.
And just a really great tip by the middle. Not seeing that he had a double block, and it's just a better pickup from the lib. Nothing you can do there.
Tight pass. Owen Dick with an experience dump, or we could say tip over the blocker's hand into an undefended area of the court. The libero attempted to get that one with another pancake. That one's a tough one. Owen gets so high. Rowan back on serve. Great pass by the libero, setting the middle. Ball is in. Des finding a great spot for that swing. He really likes that angle. Whew. That was so fast.
That's a close one.
I don't even know. It was a close one.
Still, you know, Manny tried reaching over into one seam and just couldn't get there quite enough.
Des serves. Now VIU goes with the middle. Manny immediately gets a point back, taking some pace off that swing. Smart, experienced shot. Middle to middle.
And you know,
right
just
now a battle of the middles.
Just not quite pressed enough, and but in a good spot.
Wendick with a serve. He attempts to get the left side passer, but it is off to the side. Point Camosun. We are tied at 4. Eli back on serve. Left side from Prince George. Serve goes into the net. Philip Tridel on to serve. He's going to go with his jump float serve. Probably somewhere in the 5-6 seam. He goes off the tape. Did the ball land? Yes, the ball did land. The passer, Camosun, attempted a pancake to save the ball, but we can see that that ball landed off the tape and onto the ground. Great attempt, great serve. Not contested by Camosun. With 2 officials and 2 referee assistants, they're not going to miss such a call. Ball is out. Camosun gets a point. Jake Bolton is on serve. 4th year from Richmond, BC. Jake goes with a lighter float serve to Philip in 1. Set is a little bit tight for Carter, but he finds it down the line off the defender's hands. Point VIU.
And it's just a great adjustment. Ball just pushed a little outside, being able to squeeze it down the line past the smaller setter.
Manny back on serve. 4th year from Prince George. Serve to libero, passes tight. Setter attempted a dump. Another tight set. Goes off the blocker's hands. VIU gets a free ball. Setting the right side. Oh, but what a block. That one silenced everybody.
Yeah,
Casadola with a huge block there.
Just so pressed over the net. Strobe just didn't have a lot of room to go, and trying to go for hands and just couldn't squeeze it through.
Huxley back on serve. Middle for Camosun. It's been on fire this game. With his hybrid, this time going with a spin. Great pass by Tridels. Gets set in the pipe. And the ball squeezes through. We weren't sure at first second who won that point, but VIU gets this one.
So this is one run that VIU has not done a lot, and I expect coming out, they've established the middle. Now they start going over top to add another layer to the Camosun block, and then they might be in a whole world of trouble.
Stobie with a serve, bit of a hybrid itself. Great swing by Eli, hits the referee assistant in the process, still points it in. Good job, referee. A lot of line was available there for him. Not sure why they weren't committing for him. Probably because he was back row, I guess. He back on serve. Good pass. Owen with a setter dump. He's front row. Camosun slow to react to it. VIU points. Very close game in the second set.
And this is when the middle runs, again, if you add the pipe in, just start to add such a layer down the middle that it's really hard for the other team's middles to be able to full commit on that ball.
Carter Monroe back on serve. It's a spin serve to 6. Great pass by the libero, setting the middle. Off speed, swing, back, a pipe to VIU, and the ball goes out. Carter didn't really have a full approach, proper approach for that one.
Yeah, and just looking to swing high hands and just maybe mishit the ball a little bit, not quite getting as much spin as he wanted to hit the back line of the court.
Kyle back on serve. Spin serve is strong, goes for Nate Brown. Great pass by Nate, setting the middle, tip over the block. Free ball, Camosun, a net touch and a kill. Jake with a nice, not a big approach, but finding a spot between the blocker's hands. Kyle is back on serve. We're tied at 9. Tough pass there. Good block by Owen. Bit of a scramble there. Set does not get called, and the ball is out.
And this is when VIU just making a few too many unforced attacking errors. Treadle again, just all looking for high hands and just can't find a piece of the block.
Kyle back on serve. Bit of a mini serving run, and he is on fire on the serve. Free ball Camosun. Kyle picks it up, but it was a great placement by VIU, putting Camosun in a bit of trouble. Nate Brown picking it off the block. Middle was late on that one. Philip attempts the tip, and the ball is in. He found a spot. Not sure if that set was meant for the middle or the left side, but he was ready.
Definitely, I mean, maybe a quick 30 on the fly, but VIU's happy to get out of that serving pressure and reset.
It looked good, whatever it was. Rowan with the serve, serves deep to 1. Great pass by Kyle, setting to the right side. Eli off Manny's head. Eli not even celebrating this one. Obviously, first and foremost, concerned for Manny in this case.
We
Great sportsmanship.
Always like to make sure everybody's good after getting hit in the noggin.
Serve to 5. Setting Manny now. Manny's obviously recovered, hitting great off the blocker's hands, but they slow it down. Setting to the right to Eli. Nate Brown with a great pickup. Jake Stobie on the right. Great swing, makes a kill. There we go. VIU tied at 11.
And really great from Stobie, hitting that deep C ball from inside the court. Just a really unnatural angle. Does great with small approach and just, again, finding a seam in the block. Not going high hands this time.
Owen Dick on serve. This time makes it a 5. Setting the pipe. Off hands. VIU gets a chance to swing it. Philip went down, but just missed the sideline.
That is a large swing. That is just outside.
That would have been absolutely massive, but not enough angle for Philip to create that line shot. Camosun gets a point. Eli's on serve. Spin serve to 6. Carter with a great pass. Owen sets the left side. Jake attempts a power tip, and he gets it. Looks like he might have been looking for hands, but he found the court in the process.
And this is kind of the, if people don't know, the new age of volleyball is a lot more tipping, dumping, intentionally wiping the block. And it's added a real complexity to the game, and it's just made it so hard for defenses to play.
Made it difficult for referees also. High swing, Philip picks that ball up. Out of system set to the right side. Jay goes with a no-look tip. Finds a spot in position 2.
And
VIU with a few great decisions offensively. Camosun not picking up after themselves. Philip on serve. VIU is up 13-12, but
just a bit outside. Just a bit outside for trial.
Just a bit out there. Number 3, Jake is back on serve. Jump float, but it's short, goes into the net.
A wash on this serves. And Isaac Lang coming in to serve in his second year, has an absolute cannon of an arm attached to him. Gonna look to go ahead and hit this ball probably as hard as he can at Camosun.
Strong serve, good pass by Camosun, setting to the C ball. Eli goes high off hands, Philip picks it up, setting to the left side, Carter swings off hands, VIU gets the point.
And just
great rally both sides.
Great soft block, and just a high swing off hands. Got Huxley just reaching a little bit on the block, little undisciplined, and then he got punished for it.
Isaac back on serve. Another strong serve, this time in position 6, gets the libero in trouble, set to the outside. Huge block, huge triple block by Carter Monroe. VIU's bench is very excited about that point. Head coach Camosun, Kelvin Ma, registers the situation, calls a timeout.
And this is when Ma is trying to stop Lang from going on the serve run. He's feeling it. He's got a lot of side action of the ball diving off hard to the left here, and it's just causing Camosun to just be under a gauntlet. And
a few points for VIU here, causing up a 3-point gap for a timeout for Camosun. Great call.
Huxley being in the front row right now, I wouldn't be surprised on if they can get a perfect pass on Lang. He might take a little bit off just to keep the ball in play, keep the pressure on Camosun. And if it were me, I'd expect him to set the hot hand, which is Huxley in the front row. Now, when fans look at the court, Huxley's going to be pushed over in position 2 as a middle, so kind of an awkward angle for a right-handed attacker. Has 2 options, going behind the setter, running what's called a 60, which is a back or something in front of the setter. We'll see what Ma has designed up for Camosun.
Isaac back on serve. Mental game right now. Oh, it's an ace!
Oh.
Best possible way after a timeout.
Yeah, that one's, that's tough. And, you know, it trickled over the tape. A little tough one for the passers to gauge. They might be on their heels, just blasted at.
Ball is out, but that's okay. Isaac brought them 3 amazing points, established this gap for VIU. Manny's back in, it's a tactical sub. Nate Brown, the libero for VIU, back into the court.
And key here, Huxley serving with that great hybrid, but he is now in the back row, won't be blocking and won't be able to keep attacking.
Huxley goes with more of a float this time. Great pass by VIU, set to the left side. Carter goes off hands. Looks like it was a touch on block and a touch on defense. 1 was enough.
And again, as mentioned earlier, just setting the distance, so hard for the middles to react. They have 2 choices. They can creep over the right side on that quick set or go out. Owen just making a great set choice to the left side.
VIU substitution, Gavin McGregor coming in for serve. Spin serve is strong, goes to 5, great pass by Camosun. The middle tips, Nathan Brown picks it up. Set to the right side. The setter gets a kill. And the net touch.
Does that count as 2 points, veteran?
1.5. We'll just put it in our stats.
And this is the sub again. Gavin coming in to serve, adds another layer where the VIU can have 3 front row attackers again for an extra rotation, and just makes it so tough on Camosun.
Great tactical sub there by Avender. Ball hits the hoop. Here it does not count, or it counts for VIU. And Camosun going with their first tactical sub. Edward Adolfsson from Norway coming in, 4th year. Let's see if some European flair brings some energy to Camosun. Good pass, setting the middle, and it's a block out. Camosun earns that point. Both blockers were there. Gavin was a little bit late with that jump, giving an opportunity for Des to get that kill. Good serve. Set to the right side, roll shot. Libero picks it up. Out of system set, it's a bit tight. Eli tries to recycle, but nobody's there. Point VIU.
I mean, it's a great recycle. It's just sometimes you stand covering, watching Camosun crash, and just ball went through the seams of the cover.
Carterman on serve. Spin serve probably in the 5-6 Good pass by Eli. Set to the middle. Great 30 there. Tip off hands into the court. Sidoan, what a push from the setter.
Talking a lot about dumping on the outside. Middles can do it too.
Edward back on serve. Spin serve, gets VIU into trouble, out of system set. Free ball Camosun, but a lack of communication on Camosun's side. And an easy, unexpected point this late in the game.
Well, there's nothing like the free ball kill to get the boys going on the bench. And that one, if you're Camosun, that just hurts.
That really hurts. Tactical sub for VIU. Bradley May back into the court. Gavin is off. The Nanaimo crowd is very happy about this sub. Spin serve. Pass by the libero, great pass. Setting to the right side, Eli strong. Gavin picks it up. Good recovery by VIU, but free ball Camosun. Libero takes it, setting the right side. Eli again, this time blocked by Philip. Huge block.
Yeah, and that's a tough ball to swing as a righty against Dreidel. Just, I mean, he just has nowhere to go, unfortunately. And sometimes in men's volleyball, you just got to say good ball and go for the next point.
Great blocking on Philip's side, being one-on-one against the strongest hitter, Camosun, arguably, alongside the middles. Another party ball here, really high. That is 24-16. VIU is playing phenomenally right now. And
a timeout from Ma. Really, for this timeout, tough to say that they have a chance in the set left, being down 8 this close to game point. But this is, if I'm a coach, I'm thinking resetting your team, trying to make them reset for the next set and be like, hey, you know, VIU's been playing pretty clean, errorless volleyball so far, and Camosun's just been getting caught making a few too many errors, like the free ball and the overpasses, not being able to run an offense. So Ma trying to reset his guys, say, hey, we got the next set, we're not out of it. See if we can reverse sweep and get the next 3 sets.
Absolutely, Ma, an experienced coach. Coached a lot of teams, Team BCs.
And I
spent time with the national team as well.
I believe this summer he was in China with the national team. Very experienced coach.
But we can say the same thing about Coach Avender on VIU's side. Also spent some time with the men's national team.
Last 2 Olympic cycles.
Olympic cycle. Some amazing coaching on both sides. Anyways, back to the court. Bradley Nee with a chance to finish off the set. It's a good serve. To 5 gets Camosun into trouble. They get a touch. Touch on the swing. Defensively, Gavin was a bit too high and too far. Gives Camosun a small chance getting back at this. But without a doubt, it's going to be a very, very uphill battle for them. Float serve. Bad pass. Out of system set. Philip gets blocked. 18-24.
Well, there's 2. And just a solid triple block, and Trout going for high hands. When I played, we called that a left side pass. Left side wants to swing, so maybe he pops it in the back side of the court, and nobody else can hit but him.
Another float serve goes on to Philip. Gavin sets it. Another block by Camosun. Huxley with another block.
And take a look here. Huxley doing a great job jumping into the seam on the 60 and reaching over to take the power shot to 5 away. Just really clean middle blocking there.
Piss back on serve. Serves to 6. Great pass this time by Carter. Philip versus 2 blockers there. Free ball, Camosun. Are they running Huxley? Yes, they are. Why wouldn't you? Great swing there.
Around Mar, he's cooking.
What seemed as a done game. We are at 20-24 right now. VIU bringing back their starting right side. Pass by Philip was good. Setting to the left side. Philip gets set. That high reach goes over the top of the block. Was not a great swing, but it was enough to get the defender in an awkward position. Hard to play against.
Well, you can't teach big, veteran.
Can teach big, yes. We would know something about that. VIU takes the second set, 25-20. Great battle again. This time we can say, what do you think were the key aspects? What did VIU change?
Well, while we watch these highlights, I think the big thing is just VIU played very disciplined volleyball. Not a lot of errors on VIU's side. Really, you know, they made a few high swings, aggressive swings early, but you know, you can live with those kinds of mistakes. But the serving pressure against Camosun was extreme. They did not let off the service line, and it is very tough as a volleyball team if you just go back to pass and you just know somebody's going to be hitting gas straight at you. What are you thinking? What do you think needs to change here for Camosun, veteran, in order for them to make the sweep?
Obviously, VIU is riding a high right now. You can tell that they're only raising their energy, raising their aggressiveness, raising their courage when it comes to offensively, when it comes to out-of-system hitting, when it comes to setting options. Seems like everybody's ready to go. It's going to be tough. I'm looking at the Camosun bench right now. I hope it's coming. I'm not seeing it right now. Eli is trying to get his team motivated.
Curious if he's going to be making any switches here. You know, anybody makes an adjustment, maybe even just a position swap. I know Eli had a really good weekend last week. Maybe if they move him to the left side, he can get some more volume. You know, VIU with their tough serving, as a coach, if you want one of your best hitters, you put them on the left side and you just say, hey, you might not pass as well as some of these other guys, but we can set you out of system balls whenever we're in trouble, and hopefully we can put the ball away.
Coach Ma on Camosun's side, not a lot of talking in this one. He just showed the lineup to his team, expecting results. Obviously disappointed after a great first set, a bit of a letdown in that second. It was still a close game. But you definitely don't want to start the Island rivalry with a 3-0 loss. Historically, these games have always been at least a 4-setter.
So one change here in the middle coming out is Lachlan Schreger from Australia, down under. He's 6'6", bigger middle blocker. So we'll see how he changes the flow. And notably, Huxley is
off the court.
Is off the court.
I just looked at that as well.
You know, and I think from
we as announcers right now are not happy about this.
I think you know, if I'm the only thing I'm thinking about is size. You know, bigger middle blocker, and maybe you can just slow down this VIU offense a little bit.
Possibly. Jake Stobie back on serve, serving the libero. Great pass, setting the pipe. Strong hit from Kyle.
And the other key from Norway, Edvard, also starting left side this set as well.
Matthew with another serve, serves Nate Brown the libero. Good pass, sets to the outside. Carter nice and high. Ball goes into the ceiling. Point VIU.
No, one of the big things is these teams play around in the PACWEST is the gyms are very different. Camosun used to digging in Pise, significantly higher gym than VIU. And these little changes a lot of people don't think about, but they really add up point to point.
Especially this level of the game when players are hitting so hard and serving so hard, right? The ball bounces off the hands. And again, Camosun very consistent from the middle. Des Arthurs with another kill. Again, his body facing 6, hits that ball across his shoulder into position 1. Edward Adolfsson serving, spin serve, libero takes it well, sets the pipe. Carter Midrow gets a kill.
And
we are tied at 2.
Just clean volleyball. If I'm I'm thinking, well, that's just a great run, and we got to move on, reset.
Both teams starting off very, very strong. Gavin with a serve, great pass by Camosun, setting to the right. Eli goes high into the line, over the block. Finding a spot, amazing, and we're gonna see that one again. A bit of space there left by Trital.
Just
probably should have keyed on him as the main hitter on Camosun. But there's also a lot of offense happening on Camosun's side, so not easy to adjust. Philip with a roll shot, sneaky, very smart. Got some high blockers that they didn't really fully commit to it.
Oh, they pulled out. They pulled out. Eli pulled out thinking that Trital was going to go high hands, and you know sometimes you get punished making a read, and I don't think Eli made a bad read there. Just Trital with a better swing.
Owen with a strong serve. Struggled there for the setter to get that ball up, but he does. Middle gets that ball. Oh, tough one for... Tough one there for Lackland. Difficult to get to that ball. Also, he's been on the bench for 2 sets. Trying to get right into it. It's a big body, like we said. Big bodies not meant to fly. Spin serve by Owen. Great pass, setting to the left side. Kyle with a strong hit off the libero's hands. Ball goes into the stands.
Great dig by Brown, just unable to control it. You know, we say J-stroke pulling the ball vertically. Just a little bit too much heat on that.
Eli back on serve. Kisses the ball for good luck. Spin serve. Strong serve to Nate Brown. Passes pretty good. Set to the left side. Another set to the left side. It was a recycle VIU. Roll shot by Jake this time. Changes his offensive shot and creates the difference. VIU goes up 5-4.
And, you know, we train volleyball athletes most of the time not to read. So, you know, you see the setter, they turn and they thinking their defender's going to be there. And sometimes the training kicks in and they don't reach back.
Lackland with his first kill of the game, immediately making a statement. Although we already knew that the middles were playing well.
Yeah, just a great power shot to 5. Manny Prime from Huxley dropping to 1 and just cutting around the block.
Kyle back to serve. Strong spin serve. That toss was so into the court. But Manny reacts accordingly. 1 for 1 on the middle. VIU is up 6-5. Artificio back to serve. 4th year from Prince George. It's a float serve, dances around the tape, but stays on VIU's side. Camosun point.
And again, first missed serve and 12 points. We as coaches, for how hard these athletes are serving, sometimes we just say, that's fine, we move on. Camosun will miss.
Lachlan's serve. It's a great, powerful serve to 5. Carter with a great pass, goes with a power tip. Plays out the blockers. Edward was attempting to get behind that ball. We'll see that again.
Yeah, made the right read.
Going in for that ball.
Made the right read, saw the tip, and then just went back on the other way on him. And not much he could do there.
Stobie on serve. Oh, it's a bit of a hybrid, and it goes in. Toss was for a spin serve, connected like a float serve. And the ball just brushed the end line there. Great serve by Stobie.
And the thing that's so hard about these hybrids that have come into the mainstream is, as a passer, you're trying to set yourself, your platform early for the spin, and it just changes how you have to see and move.
Great serve, this time a great pass. Set to Eli, no block there. A player like Eli is not going to let that one slide. Even when he's in back row on the C ball, he's such a menace. Matthew back on serve. Serves to 6. Good pass by Trido. Setting to the right side. It's a C ball. Off pace swing. Over the block by Jake. Finding a spot deep corner. Tough to read. Went over the block. No defense there.
And yeah, just good high deep swing score. They're just really hard to defend, and Strobe doing a good job not putting the ball trying to go off hands.
Good serve by Monroe. Setting the middle, off hand there. Point VIU. Call is a catch. Used to be called a carry. We'll see that one again.
And just a great force here to the middle. Not a lot of 30s, which is a pushed middle run being set from behind the 3-meter line, and just good volleyball.
And we can see that one was called because Jake Stobie caught the ball underneath his chin, caught it on his chest with his hands. On the beach courts, this is allowed when we're playing beach volleyball. However, in indoor, that is immediately called as a catch, or used to be called a carry. Through that philosophy, we missed a great serve from Edwards. Great spin serve there down the line. Sort of a European versus European there. Norway versus Germany right now. His second serve, an attempt of a hybrid or a missed ball. Not quite sure, but it went out either way. 1 for 1. VIU is back 10-9. Gavin back on serve. Middle on VIU. He's been quite consistent with his serves, except for one service error. Great pass by Camosun. A punishing ball from the middle. Des proving that he deserves a spot on the court.
Yeah, and again, just great set, great churn back to position 1, which is the left side. Manny reaching, saw it, and just couldn't get in front of him.
I feel like he's been doing this all game. He's been hitting the same shot.
Same shot.
It just goes through every time. It's almost like VIU is not really adjusting to it.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? You know.
Absolutely. And VIU with another error there. Jake Stobie getting a C ball, going deep for that court. This time missing the court. One blocker there. Just out.
And just out.
Des back on serve. Camosun catching up now, going up 11-10. Set to the left side off Trido. He goes off Eli's hands. Point VIU. Tied at 11.
And Trido, just as you see in the replay, just delaying his swing, so Eli's going down just a little bit to give him that easy high swing score.
Owen with the serve. The serve is long. The toss wasn't there.
And this is when the mistakes are starting to stack up with VIU. I think that's their 4th already in the set.
Absolutely.
And if we're a math person, that's 25% of Camosun's points so far.
Yep, and then this is the set where they should be closing it out, not dropping in their level. Roll shot by Stobie here on the left. Great choices. He's really mixing it up right now. Strong swing, light swing, roll shot, tip shot. Yeah, he's really making the Camosun defense guessing.
Full bag right now from Stobie.
Camosun requesting a towel, but not throwing the towel in, just requesting one for a spill. Or a sweat, sorry.
As the night goes on, the towel and people diving really adds to the tension where people can delay the game just with the towel light.
Absolutely. It is interesting that the officials, we're going to comment on this point in a sec, it's interesting that officials have to obviously follow the player to the court to see that sweat stain, just to address the issue you were just talking about. In the meantime, we saw a lack of communication on VIU's side. We don't see that often. We saw that from Camosun in the first set. But a lack of communication led to Camosun getting up to just 1 point behind. Good pass this time around. Manny going off hands. Lachlan slowing it down. Libero takes the bump set to the left side to Edward. Nice controlled swing. Camosun gets a seemingly easy point, but just very disciplined.
Yeah, super disciplined, and VIU just getting a little tense. Camosun putting a lot of pressure on finally, and VIU starting to feel it.
Camosun is up by 2. That's what I thought. I thought they were up 1. Set to the left. Edward with another controlled shot. He makes it look easy.
Yeah.
Didn't seem like there was a whole lot of power in that one. Coach Avender calls a timeout, understandably so. Camosun looking relaxed. VIU looking a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I agree with the relaxed statement, and it's a lot of just looking, hoping somebody else will take the ball versus somebody just making that little extra step. And Camosun 100% in control of this third set now.
Early to call, but this looks really good for Camosun. See some highlights from that. VIU was doing really, really good. Bit of communication errors, some unforced errors, hitting-wise. And here we are, that's all it takes. Camosun is up by 3 points. This is the biggest lead they've had in the game so far. Crowd is still here. A few of them have gone home, probably have to work on Saturday or are tired from the week, which is understandable.
Yeah.
But still a really, really good turnout. Overall, happy to see it on the courts. Also a reminder, VIU is hosting, skipping sports now, but hosting basketball nationals, CCAA nationals in March next year. We will have all the bleachers out for that one.
And VIU hosting women's basketball nationals recently too. This community really loves it and loves supporting the hometown Mariners.
Absolutely. Kyle back on serve. Spin serve to 5. Pick up by Carter. He's trying to fix it now with a roll shot. Technically a free ball to Camosun. Another fantastic kill. Lachlan showing why he's put on the court. I believe that's his second kill.
And Brown just getting burned on these sharp cross balls right now. Not taking that angle that understandably he's not thinking these Camosun attackers are going to swing.
Another great serve. Kyle with the ace, hitting the sideline. Position 1 of VIU. VIU is visibly nervous. They're trying to adjust their passers a little bit, moving them to the right side of the court. Is that enough? Is that adjustment going to make a difference? Kyle with another great serve. A 1 pass set to the outside. Pick up Camosun, battle at the net. Ball for Camosun, set to the right side. No, foot fault. Yes, foot fault. Yes, foot fault. Thought I saw it. Barely there, but barely is all it takes. VIU with a tactical sub. Isaac Lang into the game for Manny. We're going to see that heavy spin serve. Hoping to make a difference, because right now it is do or die for VIU.
Well, same thing as last set. Let's see if we can turn the tide of the game around.
Good serve, but a decent pass from VIU. Point goes to VIU. However, Edward was going for a line shot. It wasn't there. It touched intent on the way. And Isaac is fulfilling one part of his mission.
Well, that's one. Let's see if we can get another.
Another strong serve. Good pass by the libero. Not all options to set. Edward with a high swing off. Defenders on VIU were a little bit unprepared for that one. I think the block did a great job at a passive block.
Yeah, great seal triple.
Reacted to that one, but probably just the lack of communication, I guess, on that one.
Yeah, just a weird ball going in between the arms of the blocker. And, you know, on the triple block, you're expecting tip or high hands, and sometimes those little skirt ones just get you.
Good serve by Lachlan here. Set to the left side. Carter hits line. Does not touch the antenna. Camosun players were looking at the referee assistant, hoping for an antenna touch, but the ball just touched the top of the tape, so it looked like the antenna. Substitution VIU. Jake Stobie off the court. Gavin McGregor onto the court. Spin server for a spin server, but maybe just looking at a different approach. A stronger, heavier serve punt, probably. Great pass by Edward. Setting to the middle. Nice tip over the block. Set to the right side. It's a C ball. Setter to setter. But an unexperienced hitter, we could say, and a foot fault, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's one of those ones you just this close in the game. That swing of 18 to 16, 19, 15, you just can't do. But second-year setter, he's got lots of time to figure those ones out.
Absolutely. And looks like Owen in the front row is going to keep setting. Pass is a 2, setting the pipe, underutilized weapon, but the ball bounces off the defender's hands over the entire VIU squad, ends up in the back of the court. We'll see that one again. Great offensive choice by VIU, but unfortunately the ball bounced off the defender. Very difficult to get. Obviously something we're not used to really in men's volleyball or women's, having balls over on one at this level. In the meantime, Carter attempting high offhands, but he manages to land it just inside that sideline, and he goes to serve.
And just great volleyball there. The libero cheating in, thinking it's going to be a soft rollie on that ball, and just got him.
Carter's back on serve. Score is 16-20 Camosun. Tricky serve, and that ball is done. That's an ace. VIU slowly creeping in on it. Kelvin Ma is getting up. Is he thinking about a timeout?
And this
No,
is
just to chat with his team.
the VIU lineup they want. Trital in the front row. Get a bigger body up there.
Bad pass by Camosun. Another one struggling. Free ball VIU. Taken by the libero. A lot of attacking options. Owen Dick goes with the one he likes the most. And that's a center dump. VIU down by 2. Kelvin Ma calls a tactical timeout.
And Owen just so many options there. I think Trital was coming in for a 33 as well on the free ball. Middle's coming, and it's just a great setter dump. Love offensive setters. And it just makes your job as an attacker and setter so much easier once they understand that you are an offensive threat. I don't think Camosun setter has dumped once this game.
No, that's a great point. Actually, only when the ball was going already over the net. I guess when he had to, but no, not. I haven't really seen it much.
More passive.
Yeah.
I'd be interested on a tight pass if he could catch VIU sleeping here. Kind of just like not used to it. But
and this would be a great time to do it, definitely.
Given
because it would be a change of rhythm for Camosun, right? Who's kind of struggling for a few points now.
Yeah, Des though and Eli both in the front row. 2 of Camosun's better attackers, so we'll see who Ma has this play drawn up for. Of course, assuming that Camosun gets a good pass here.
Yeah, right now it's all about the pass. I don't think we have any concern about the offensive side for Camosun. It's really all about ensuring that that next pass as well, which is where that timeout would come in. Let's see if it will take any of the heat off of Carter's serve. As a server, you want to make sure that this ball goes in, given the score.
Oh.
And
as
ball
you
goes
said,
into the net.
coach point for Ma here. That's a point for the coach on the timeout, icing the server. And now VIU's gotta climb out again.
Edwards, number 7 on serve. Controlled spin serve, good pass by Trital, setting the middle. It's a stretch tip over the block, finding a spot. 2 blockers committed on that one. The libero was a little bit late on that one. Difficult one to play defense, obviously.
And just a great reach.
Just a great spot.
It's just a great ball. Great tip back to 4. Nay in to serve.
Substitution VIU. Bradley's serving. Crowd is very happy again. Good pass by the libero. High swing, looking for touches, not getting them.
And now we're in the red zone. It's a mini game to 5, 21-20. Nay putting in just a good controlled spin serve here, doing his job.
And the pressure is really all on Camosun now, strangely enough, because they've got a lot to lose, and VIU could get away with this one. Great tip, good pick up by VIU. Bradley with the set to the left. Trital with a roll shot. Set is a bump. Tip off the blocker's hands, recycle Camosun. Looking for a line. There's no line on that swing. Eli goes cross court. Misses the sideline. Kelvin Ma with his 2nd time out of the game.
And from here, Eli watching that last ball, just a great cut shot around the block and just missing in this high pressure, and we're all tied up.
Great game. Great job from VIU, showing some mental stability, getting a few points, important serves, getting Camosun into trouble, not a lot of offensive choices.
And I think the main difference in these last 4 or 5 points is just the service pressure VIU's putting on, and Camosun just having a hard time letting their setter run an offense. It's been a lot of high balls outside and going away from what's made them successful so far, that being the middle today.
Absolutely. And we are back. 2 timeouts per team, so Kelvin Ma is out of timeouts. We're tied at 21. Bradley Nay on serve. Spin serve. Libero takes it, setting the middle. It's in. Oh, it's out.
Overruled.
Overruled.
By the setter.
Free assistant overruled by the head official, Bobby Wu.
And interesting here, too, that Manny keeps giving that cut shot to 1 on the middle, because it has been effective.
Serve goes off, set to the right, goes off hands. Pick up by Camosun, pick up by VIU. They get a chance off the tip. Tip over the block, set by the libero from the back. Another dig by VIU. They try to get around the antenna to get that ball back into the court. But point Camosun. What an end of this set we're having here.
We got a real battle here again, and great effort by Nate to try to get around and play that ball. For those that don't know, if you go outside and the ball is played back around the outside of the court, it is allowed in volleyball.
Great pass by Trital, setting the pipe for Monroe. He finds it.
What a great run.
VIU is up 23-22. Substitution VIU. McGregor's coming into the front row, which means that Stobie's back to block and being an offensive choice there. Camosun is out of timeouts. They do have some subs. Pass is okay, set to the left side, high swing. Nate Brown picks it up. Set to the left, it's a bit tight. Power tip off the blocker's hands, and it's a point VIU.
And great.
Just like that.
Disciplined high tip off of the hands. And so difficult when the ball is coming that fast and Trital is so big to do anything else other than try to get your hands up. Protecting your setter down the line is all you can really do there.
Ladies and gentlemen, match ball. Good pass, Camosun setting the middle. Laughlin nice and high. finding a spot, keeping Camosun in the game. VIU still has a match ball.
And just a great sharp angle to 5. He's been hitting that ball all night long.
A lot of pressure on Eli here. He's been very consistent serving, requesting Edward to move out of the way. Looks like he's going with a... Oh my God, it goes off the tape. Picked up, Nate set to the outside, nice high set, tip on the block. It's out. Is it out? Woo, ladies and gentlemen, what a point. We got to see this one. That one was close. Will the R1 overrule? Yes, he will not. Sorry, he will not.
It's great high tip shot.
No touch on the block, that's without a doubt. Now, whether or not the ball landed, we can't really see that end line.
All right, and we're all square again.
We're all square at 24. Spin serve. Again touches the tape. Ball's going over the net. Lachlan with a party ball. 25-24 Camosun. Wow, you gotta love the sport.
Well, these quick changes just, they get you sometimes. And now VIU's got to reset 2 errors back to back. Let's see if they can square it up. Eli's got a lot of pressure on him right now too.
Great spin serve, goes off Stobie, set to the right, Tridal goes for hands, no touch, ball is out, Camosun is taking it to 4. Wow, what a set.
You know, VIU did just an absolute great job climbing back from that deficit of 5 or 6 points, but it was just too much to come back from.
Yeah, it's a lot of wasted, not wasted, I guess, wasted energy on that referee call, and it's just so tough, right? Because you use so much energy on discussing that. You think you've won the set, now you find out that you haven't won the set. All of a sudden you're tied. Mentally, psychologically, so tough on the team, so high, so far in the set. Could be a turning point here.
Well, now VIU's got to reset mentally, come back after feeling like they're going through a gauntlet all night, and Camosun kind of getting that rhythm back, that vibe back, that, maybe there's something here. And we wouldn't expect anything less from the Island Classic.
Indeed. Like we already said earlier, there's almost never been a 3-setter between these two teams, and this is just following tradition at this point.
Well, I'm pretty certain Camosun last weekend against Douglas went to 5 both nights. VIU lost a real tough one on their second night in 5, and you know, 5 is fun. You get to play more volleyball with your friends, and you got to grind it out a little bit.
Yep, absolutely. And for us watching this, and for viewers at home, I'm sure you're enjoying a great volleyball. I also realize that I'm apologizing if I'm yelling. I'm just getting excited with some very good volleyball.
Well, when you love it that much and there's just good ball, how do you not get excited?
I guess so.
The fans have been great tonight. They've been a little more tame than I think I'm used to. They've been very respectful of our our away team.
That's a good
it's been a great showing from our fans and community welcoming Camosun into the gym.
Absolutely. And I'm also very happy to be able to work with you here, Brett.
Oh, couldn't be better.
This has been a long dream of ours, too, to have a chance to work with Rogers. And once again, just a shout out to them and thank you for an opportunity to do this match. I hope you don't disappoint. I hope you'll have us in again. With that, we go back to the game. First set, 29-27 to VIU. Second set, 25-20 to VIU. Third set, Camosun, 26-24. It's a best out of 5. Does Camosun take it to 5, or does VIU close it in 4? That is the question we want to know. Camosun is starting with the same team that finished the third set. No surprises there. VIU is going with the same team that finished this set. I guess also no surprises there since it was such a close set.
I think the big thing, especially on the middle, is can they take away that ball sharp cut shot to 1 and start to force the middles to be uncomfortable. Just he's getting whatever he wants right now.
Back to the game. Immediately starts with a block on Camosun's side. Edward with a huge block. It was tough to get anything out of that one. The set was very much inside the court. Stobie didn't have a lot of room for anything but error. The blockers were already there. Tough one to recycle also. Matthew back on serve. Serves to Six. Not a great pass by Trital. Owen tries with a dump over the blockers. Did not work. Another set to the middle. No touch on block. Point Camosun.
And great pickup from the libero there, making that read, not letting Owen get him again on that ball. And just a little tight on the middle approach, not able to get some snap and get the ball down.
Matthew back on serve. Serve to 5. Good pass by Monroe. She goes for line. The line is not there. VIU is down by 3.
And this is when the pressure from the last set, having to reset, really kicks in.
Coach
down 3 right
walking
away.
Back. Pardon me. Coach Avender walking back, trying to see his bench, looking for some options. He's noticing the change in rhythm. VIU battling here. Great rally we've going. Roll shot to 6, setting in the middle. It's a bit low on that set. Trial goes over the block. Owen attempts another dump. He didn't really have a lot of options there, but the blockers were ready for him. They might have discussed the setter dumps and how much damage it's done.
Yeah, I think double block on it too on the dump, and you know, on a tight ball, unless Owen's making a one-hand set there, didn't really have another choice.
Another bad pass by VIU. They're really struggling now, down by 4, setting to the middle. And again, Des finds that spot. It's been the same spot this whole game. VIU have not adjusted. And they are bringing in Rylan Van Kooten on the left side, coming in for Trital, who's had a few bad passes. Van Kooten, 5th year for St. Andrews, Manitoba. Serve to Monroe. Not a great pass. He gets set, however, on the left side and makes an error. Unfortunately, that's 0 for 2, and VIU is 0 in 6 right now.
Yeah, and this is one of those ones. Avender's made one choice. We'll see how long it takes until he wants to switch a few more guys. Can't say it's anybody's fault, though. Passing just hasn't been there, and not a lot of options for attacking.
However, serve goes into the net. Might be a chance for VA to recover. Very early to call it, but 6-1 at this level of men's volleyball, not easy. But if it had to happen, I guess good thing it happened straight on the start. They can still get back. -5 is not unattainable. Set to the left side here. Eli goes with his left hand with a power tip. He goes over the top of the block. Defenders struggle with it. Ball is out of play. 7-1 Camosun.
And just through Monroe's hands, or Van Kooten, just through Van Kooten's hands, he was there. And it's a good read.
Good read, yeah.
Just not there right now for VIU.
Edward back on serve. He's been very, I was gonna say, he's been very consistent, and there I go. Oh, veteran.
As consistent with hyping somebody up, they'll always disappoint.
Yes. Fellow European, I have to support him.
Well, at least your money's worth more than ours.
That's right, that's true. Serve here to 1. Libero takes the ball, set to the right side, a great set. Good pickup by VIU. Owen pushes the set to the left side. Van Kooten gets a swing off of the outside hand of the blocker. Point VIU. So they get 2 in a row.
What's going to be really interesting is Van Kooten, much different player than Trital, a big leaper. So the timing for the blockers is going to take a little bit to adjust to.
Great point. Yeah. Have they addressed it? That is the question we'll see. Van Kooten starting well. Free ball here for VIU. They're running the left side again with Van Kooten. He goes off the hands. Another kill for him.
And this is why, you know, next guy up. Trital got him through the first 3, and now Van Kooten's taking a step in. And just
Eli coming in, pardon me, sorry, I just wanted to say Eli coming in, talking to Ma, the head coach, about that block, just what we talked about. I think they're trying to address the timing of him as a hitter. Des gets blocked for the first time, and it's a point. Has VIU adjusted to that swing? We will see.
Manny,
or did Des not hit straight?
Yeah, just a great reach into 5, taking care of business. And the same ball, just 2 people staring at each other, waiting to go.
Really could have been played. Really could have been recycled. The only interesting thing is that Des went for 5 for the first time. Usually we see him go to 1. That's been a killer all night. In the meantime, Kyle gets another kill, goes off the hands.
Well, the deficit of 5 is 6, is down to 3. VIU, a little bit of life.
Possibly the change in passers with Van Kooten coming in for Trido. But not a great pass now by him. And a lot of ball bouncing there. And unfortunately, Manny gets called on a double.
Van Kooten just in hit lines there. No block, nobody playing defense. Just getting the shoulder warm.
Serve to Van Kooten, not a great pass. Sets to the C-ball, roll shot. Camosun again not talking in the back row for whatever reason. Could have been an easy, with the passive block that they created, could have been a chance. We see it here go off the hands, really with a little bit of communication, that ball could have been picked up.
Yeah, and
but
just a great soft block.
Yeah. Set to the right side here. Eli goes high, lands into the court. Carter reached for that ball. It was really good, but unfortunately not great. Also, when Brett and I talk, and I mentioned passive block. He talks soft block. Essentially, it's the same thing. It's a slow down that happens after the attacker swings. So the blockers, they do their job. They slow the ball down for the defenders to then, or the setter to run an offense. In the meantime, we see a server mistake. Ball went into the net. Eli with a nice strong swing, however, into the net. On the other side, Rylan Van Kooten with his first serve of the game. Spin serve is 6. Edward with a 1 pass, set to the left side. Kyle goes high off hands. Smart execution.
Yeah.
Really disciplined there, not forcing a swing. Just recognizing that Manny's hands were not pressed properly.
And
Coach Allen, they're noticing that as well, telling that to Manny right now.
Should be a coach, Fedrin.
Kyle with a great serve. The ball goes over the net. Owen is backhands. Good thing he did not jump for that one. Lachlan with a power dump. Sorry, power tip.
He's been
across
great.
His shoulder.
He's hit just straight to 5 all night, changing it up, cutting it back to 1. Really great range.
Kyle with another serve. Kyle's been really good tonight. Another great serve. Owen saves that ball at the net. VIU requesting a double call for that set. Great set from Nathan Brown, the libero. Jake Stobie goes cross court, is looking for hands or the line, gets neither. Rylan Van Kooten, the floor captain, is going to talk with the first official. It was a short chat, not sure what they talked about. In the meantime, Jake Stobie's off the court. Isaac Lank is in the court. And this is the first time we see Isaac Lank in a non-serving role.
The deficit is back to 6.
Back to 6. Good serve. Set to the outside of Carter Monroe. He goes off the hands. Ball was flying. Almost landed in, but landed out. Good for VIU, bad for Camosun. 13-8 is the score. Also number 13 for Camosun, for VIU is serving. Manny on serve, jump float. Ball is out. Unlucky number 13, I guess. Lachlan back on serve. We're gonna see his hybrid again.
Yeah, and this is when VIU's really got to figure out the passing. They haven't been able to run middle of this set yet. Part of their woes for sure.
Great serve by Lachlan. Passed by VIU, however. Bit of a scramble here, setting the pipe. Van Kooten goes across his shoulder, gets a touch on defense, and point VIU. Van Couten's been great for VIU since coming onto the court.
3 for 3. Him and Owen Dick, longtime friends, have a great connection on the court. Knows where it likes to be set.
Definitely a Manitoba connection there. Isaac Lang unexpectedly on serve making an error. Super reliable in the first few sets. Unfortunately now taking a little bit of that heat off the serve, we could say.
Little bit more passive. Tendency to drop the elbow when people try to play a little conservative, and error coming in play.
Matthew been very consistent with his serves. Nothing flashy, but consistent. And Edward gets a block on Isaac.
Yeah, and that's a really tough ball coming in on the right side, sitting 4 sets other than serving and getting a C ball early.
Absolutely.
Not a ton of time to warm up.
Another serve to 6. Not a great pass. Set to the outside. It was a bump set. Camosun takes it up. However, Eli, he's laughing as well with arguably the worst set of the night.
Yeah, a little bit of spin on that. Looking like we're playing a little bit of Beyblade together.
We like to say spin is not an indicator of a double, but there was absolutely no question about that one. Spin serve here by Carter Monroe. Serve to 5, a little bit of miscommunication on the passing side. Set is, Matthew set that ball and it went to the opponent's side, essentially a party ball for Van Couten, who pushes it back deep into the court of Camosun. A few unforced errors for Camosun, and they're given a chance for VIU to come back here. It's still 11-16. Good serve to 5, not a lot of options to set. It's a set to the left side. Eli with an off-pace roll shot. Nathan Brown with a set to the left side. Pushed by Rylan Van Couten with his hands. Free ball VIU. That set was really low for him. Set by the libero, and Camosun side goes off the hands. And Camosun point.
So this is the tough part. We talk a lot about flow in volleyball, how there's like runs of points, and right now VIU really has to work hard to get at least 1 before Camosun hits 20. Got to bring it to at least within 5.
And then with 2 sets that were off from Van Couten, it's tough to get that consistent. He sets him again. This time it's good. However, he gets blocked. 11-18.
Full camp
Never
on
want to
him.
call it, but that one, yeah.
That's a tough one, and it's just been a full swing and shift from the first 3 sets where VIU's running, establishing a lot of the middle, running pipe, and now just because of the passing, it's mostly just outside balls.
And now an ace on VIU. We are 19-11. Does Coach Avender have something to say to his team? Substitutions, timeouts.
Perhaps there is a rabbit in a hat somewhere.
Maybe. Decides not to take any action. Edward with another serve to 5. Pushes Rylan a little bit outside the court. He attempts to swing, looking for touches. He gets a touch call from the referee assistant. Camosun is not happy about that one. Let's see it. Again, tough for us to say.
Tough call. Trusting the assistant. Ref Jordan Connors down there. And the ref's also...
We're going to see it again.
Controlling
Eli is
the vibe.
saying that he did not touch it. Number 8 on Camosun.
Well,
thank you for Roger's team for bringing that one back. Set to the right side. Nice high swing from Eli. Recycle from Camosun, but the ball touches the ceiling. As we know, ball touches the ceiling. It is a point to the opponent's side. Camosun calling for the towel. We actually didn't see a lot of it. We were talking about the towel coming in place. Now it is. It's also a good thing to get sort of a mental reset. For Camosun, much needed. Although they're still +6.
Yeah, and this is, VIU's got to find a way to get 2 more.
At least, yeah.
Just to have a chance here.
Good serve to 1. Only option is to set the left side. 1v2 there. dig by VIU first time, but then a free ball, and the second one, Camosun does not forgive. Des with another swing.
And there again.
Camosun's getting a little bit too excited. The second official is telling them to calm down.
So in volleyball, we have a warm-up area. You have to stand in the back area of the bench, unlike the NCAA, where they're allowed to jump on the floor however they please.
And Canada West. Our youth sports league, yeah, they're allowing that more and more. But anyways, that's another conversation. Owen Dick, in the meantime, on serve. VIU is down 6, it's 14-20. The crowd is getting tired and they're getting more quieter, but they're still here. Spin serve, goes to 6. Edward with a 2 pass. Lachlan goes high, touches the blocker, touches the defender. Point Camosun.
And
Lachlan has been a force since he's come in.
big kudos to Ma for being willing to make a change. He's come in and made a huge impact. Hitting almost 100%, I think.
And we were so happy with Huxley. And there we go.
There we go.
That's why we're not sitting on Camosun's bench. And that ball touches the ceiling, which means point Camosun. It is now 22-14. Coach Avender is requesting a libero switch. Enrico Del Mundo is back on the court. Nate Brown with a couple of weaker passes, but he's had a really, really good 2.5 sets. Eli is on serve. It's a lighter serve to 6. Great pass by VIU. Isaac one-on-one with Matthew, and he gets a kill. Much needed kill for VIU. But is it too little too late? That is the question.
Well, the key here, front row, Camosun only has 2 options, and we're not expecting a set or dump. So VIU's really got to put the clamps down and get a block here.
On top of Rylan Putin's serve. Serve is good.
Oh.
Center dump. We were talking about that earlier. VIU scrambles, gets the ball over. However, free ball Camosun. Is he staying in the middle? Yes, he is. They managed to save Lachlan's hit. He's no longer 100%. And they get a much needed kill. Carter Monroe.
Great defense from Van Kooten in the back, making a great read on the middle. Slow down from Manny, and it's just good ball.
Matthew, in the meantime, on Camosun, captain, went to talk to the first official for a little bit. Not sure what that chat was about. Spin serve, goes off the tape, set to the middle. Middle is off on that one. Lack of communication between the setter and the middle on that ball. Ball goes into the net. Free point for VIU. They are now down by 5. However, they still... Camosun still has 2 timeouts, subs, everything's there for them, but they won't need it because Van Kooten hits it into the net. It is now 23-17.
Good run though.
Great run.
You know, you got to go 3-1 now.
Absolutely.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Nice quote there. From Dumb and Dumber, I believe. Spin serve by Kyle, such a strong serve. Great pass by Enrico Del Mundo. They set the middle, some high quality volleyball right there. They get a kill. That one woke up the crowd a little bit.
And the first middle run for VIU, and this is why we were talking at the start in the first set, how rare it is to have that many middle sets in the first 13 points.
Gavin McGregor, tactical substitution here on serve. Strong, powerful spin serve. Libero controls it, however, setting a C ball. Eli with no block, but unfortunately it goes wide. He was looking to go deep. He was looking to get touches. He did go deep, but there was no touches as there was no blockers there to touch that ball.
And Monroe jumping with the middle. I think VIU said live with the C ball and go up with the middle because there's what killing VIU right now.
Really, the only thing that's saving Camosun right now is VIU's errors in the last 7 points or so. VIU has won most of the points in the last little bit, but the 2 serving errors is what brought Camosun to their first set ball, possibly leading it into the 5th set. Lachlan with a strong serve, great pass by Isaac. Set to the left side of Carter, he tips it over the block. Chance for Camosun to close it out. Edward goes off the hands, setter is out. Libero takes the ball, sets a C-ball. Isaac Lang goes off the hands, and the ball is out. And VIU gets to live another point.
Great, slow, just put it in play, swing from Lang, taking a bit off. And sometimes you get rewarded with patience and discipline.
Isaac Lang with a spin serve here. He needs to find it here, very important. Good serve. Gets Camosun in a little bit of trouble. And Gavin gets a block for VIU.
Well, that's one.
That is one.
And the deficit is back down to 3.
The deficit is back down to 3. This game has been full of match balls turned into not match balls, or sorry, set balls. So you have another one. Good spin service 6, great pass. Sets the middle, goes off the hand. This one's over. We're going to 5. Des with another swing.
And you know, I had a dream about going home early before 9 o'clock, and in good Island volleyball fashion, we are going to 5. And
Absolutely.
5 is fun.
Absolutely, 5 is fun. We're happy to be here, regardless of our morning obligations. I know I have some. Officiating just nearby. Here we see some highlights from the game.
Now, really important, like that one swing from Rowan, and you know, only 2 middle swings for that set.
No
from
pipes
VIU.
also?
No pipes
No
either.
pipes, yep.
And this is really the difference. Passing was a real struggle for VIU there. And because of that, Camosun's offense so diverse. Being able to run middles and run a real like spread offense. For those of you that don't know, this is when the ball really moves along the net and in the back area of the court, where VIU is mostly setting high out of system left side and right side balls. And as a blocker, a middle personally, your job's really easy when you know where it's going to go.
Yes. Tough to add anything to that. Absolutely agree. Battle of the 5th set. So far, VIU has played one versus CBC. They have lost. This was in Abbotsford a week ago. On the other hand, VIU is, Camosun has had 2. They've won both.
I believe so, yes.
Slight advantage here would then go to Camosun, I guess. However, VIU is home. Maybe if the home crowds give them that additional energy, that additional support that might need. We will see.
Now, question for you, V.
Yes.
What are you expecting the score to be this set?
In this set?
Yeah.
It's going to be close. I'm going to say, I don't know. I don't think I should do this.
While we're here and talking.
While we're here talking, nobody's listening, right? So, am I picking a winner?
Yes.
Momentum-wise, I'm going to say Camosun 15-12. That's my guess. Something's telling me that.
The real question after Vancouver went in, there was a clear shift in the momentum after some struggle from the other athletes. If he gets off to a good start, good high swings, and the timing with Eli out blocking is a little different, and the service pressure and the bad errors stop on VIU side, I could see a flip. I think it's going to be a nail-biter. I'm going to say 17-15 for the home squad, VIU.
17-15 VIU?
I think it's going to be a battle of attrition, though.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. There we go. No bet on this one, but different calls just to make it interesting for those of you watching. And we've just heard from Rogers is whoever gets it wrong will not get a chance to comment in the future.
Well, it's if you've been listening to this, it's been nice casting, my first time ever for the people at home listening. Hope I've done a good job with my co-star, Vedran. Long history between the two of us.
Going into the 5th set. That's right, sorry about that. Going into the 5th set, reminder, this set is 2:15. We switch at 8. The teams go straight into the court. After that, it's not a timeout. Both teams still have their 2 timeouts. It's going to be really fun. I always love a 5th set because you have to play your strongest team. You have to give it all you got because ultimately there's no points for 2 sets in PACWEST. You only get, regardless of what you score, you get 1 point if you lose, and you get 2 points if you win. Internationally, it's important to note that it used to be a case where if you win by 3-2, you earn 2 points, and if you lose 3-2, you earn 1 point. Wow. And if it's a 3-1 and 3-0, then it's 3 points to the winning team and 0 to the losing team.
Oh.
Anyways, we're back to the court. Immediately starting the ball with a middle swing, and guess what? Where did it go? Where did it go?
Let's see this great middle swing straight to 1.
Looks like it's out.
I think yeah, that's a close ball. Tough.
That's a very close ball.
Tough for Connors at this speed.
For sure. It's been working all night. She is...
They're doing great.
She kept that call, or...
yeah. Oh, you know, so one of the interesting things we have is when the ball compresses, it can touch a part of the line, and it makes it really tough for these refs.
Thank you for that replay again. It's amazing to see. It definitely looked like the majority of the ball was out, but only a little bit of it needed to be in.
And this is what I want to see from VIU this set, is establishing the middle early again, going back to what made them successful in the first 2 sets that they won.
Manny back on serve. It's going to be a float serve, probably to position 5 here. Edward with a 2-pass, set to the right side. Kyle with a high swing. Isaac picks it up. Carter with a roll off the hands. Back, Camosun back to the right. They look for hands. Hands are not there. Point VIU. Very important point here.
And that is,
you see that one again?
Just a great show of athleticism, turning the ball over the shoulder as a right-handed player on the right side. Just not enough line to work with, though.
Serve to position 6. Great pass by the libero, setting to the middle. And Des is back.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back, exactly.
And just can't be stopped.
Even with the blocker throwing his body
to 1.
Yeah, crazy. Found a way. Love it. Kyle with a spin serve to 6. Gets VIU in all kinds of trouble. Set to the left side. They still get a swing. Party ball for VIU. Gavin slams it down. VIU is up 3-2. And our announcer, Matt Carter, plays a start, the Lord of the Rings theme. VIU serving. Owen Dick on serve. It's going to be a spin serve. Goes to 6. Great pass by the libero. Oh, what a dig by VIU. Ball goes over. Matthew picks it up. It's going to be a free ball. Edward has set the ball over.
See what he does with it.
Pipe, finally a pipe set, and it is working for VIU.
This is one of those differences. You know, you got a 5th-year guy coming in, doing his job and filling the role and filling the tanks of the other guys. Great run. Dick back to serve.
Edward gets blocked. VIU is up 5-2. And this could be the deciding factor. Coach Ma is talking to Edward about his hitting choices there. Oftentimes, the team that gets the switch is in a huge psychological advantage. Setting to the middle. He goes to 5. Party ball. Carter still committed to that block, but Eli was smart about it. He went high off hands.
And unfortunately, Del Mundo just tripping on the line. Probably had the ball if he didn't just lose his footing off on the start.
Des back on serve. Service to 6. Good pass by Rylan. Setting to the left side. Isaac is one-on-one. Not the strongest of hits, but he finds it deep in the corner.
For all our young volleyball fans watching, it takes a removal of the ego a little bit to just swing disciplined, high and deep, but it is the most effective shot in volleyball.
Absolutely. It's not flashy, but it's effective. Spin serve to 6. Decent pass by Kyle. Set to the right side. Eli with a roll. Picked up by Eli. Sorry, Eli to a roll. Picked up by Lank. Anyways, ball goes to Del Mundo. He gets a bump set. Eli with a set behind his head. Edward goes deep. Ball is out. Difficult angle for him to get there. It was a bit of an inside set. That cross court that he usually finds just wasn't there.
And this is the real difference in pressure here. VIU just not letting up on the ball.
Not letting up at all. They found the fire. Great block, and they finally stopped Lachlan. This could be the deciding factor right here. First time they've stopped the middle cleanly. VIU is up 8-3. We are switching. Huge, huge psychological advantage now for VIU.
They
just need to side out.
They have a little bit of room to play with now, but the key here and what I like about VIU is they're taking care of the ball on first contact for serve receive, and Dick has been able to run a real offense. The last 2 sets that they've dropped to Camosun, it's really just been high ball offense, and unless you are an elite attacker, it's almost impossible.
Carter with a serve to the libero. Oliver's been playing really good today. Worth noting, Eli with the tip. The tip was short. The blocker picked it up. The ball is down. Coach Ma calls a timeout. 9-3, VIU.
And watching this block once it comes up on the screen during the timeout, just great discipline by VIU, really being patient, waiting for the high ball. A lot of younger athletes have a tendency to jump too early and then get the ball on the way down. But this is just the discipline, being older, having Van Kooten, older athlete out on the floor. You get some of those discipline points that you just can't coach. You have to experience.
Yes, absolutely. You can't teach experience. You just have to get it. Van Kooten has a lot of games with VIU, practically his entire collegiate career. And in these kind of matches, in the home crowd, home court, you really expect him to thrive. And he does.
Now, in order for Camosun to come back, I'm thinking they got to keep having success in the middle and just have to take care of the ball better on first contact. The setter's definitely gotten his steps in today. Lots of high balls, lots of running. And if they can keep it in, you know, a 3 pass, which is towards the center of the net, kind of in a good spot where he has all of his options, VIU could be in a little bit of a struggle.
Problem is, with this kind of score, it relieves some of the pressure off the servers. Thus, they're serving stronger, serving harder, not leaving a lot of chances for Camosun. But here they got a great pass, great run to their key hitter on the right side, Eli, who now goes back to serve. He found a good line shot there. We'll see that one again. Basically was one-on-one, and it went off the libero's foot, actually. Eli now in serve. Needs a big service run here. Camosun is running out of time.
Great
serve is good. Great serve. Actually, Lachlan immediately puts that one away. For a big man like him, that was not difficult. He was not trying to make it fancy. He just executed that ball, put it in a spot that wasn't guarded. And here we are down. Camosun is down by 4. Spin serve to 5 off of Van Kooten. This is exactly what Camosun needs. Coach Avender reacting immediately, calling a timeout.
And you can see Van Kooten as he walks off the court, kind of looking at Avender and just being like, hey, that's just a great serve. Middle of the court, thumb down cut shot to position 5. And these are kind of just the transitions you need in order to climb back slowly.
VIU is still up by 3. However, momentum is slowly shifting to Camosun's side. We'll see. very important timeout, because it usually either breaks the server's run and they make an error, or they are forced to take some pace off that serve. Or in some cases, like we saw with Lank earlier in the game on VIU's side, it actually makes them make an ace after that.
Well, we'll see if Avender can earn a coach point here. It's one of the only ways coaches can contribute in the game, is really disrupting the flow of the game, and we'll see what Eli can cook up. Last serve, it was eerily quiet as he went back. Let's see if the pressure gets to him. Oh.
And the serve goes into the net. No question, coach earned point. Tactical sub here between the second years.
Gavin coming
going
in.
For a stronger server here instead of a float server. VIU's taking a little bit more risk on serve. Makes sense, because they could go up on 5, or by 5, pardon me. Great pass by Camosun, setting the middle. Lachlan tipped to a spot. VIU picked it up. Free ball Camosun. Eli takes the free ball, setting to the left side. Edward one-on-one. Another free ball Camosun. However, the setter took the first ball. Sets a little bit off. Now it's a free ball for VIU, setting Manny on the right. Smart roll shot. A bit of a scramble here. Camosun gets the ball over. Free ball VIU. Setting the pipe. Great choice. Just goes off of Edward's arm, and the ball is down. Great rally, which means we get 2/3 of the Lord of the Rings theme.
And I'll say great discipline from Gavin coming in as on that free ball, not trying to do the young person thing, trying to get it perfect to the net, just good enough where Owen could run an offense.
VIU is now up 5. Eli with a great swing, but an even better pickup by McGregor. VIU looking for touches off of Van Kooten's swing, but it was not close. Ball is out, ball is wide.
Great job though, coming in, getting 2 digs, giving your team a chance.
Absolutely. Great sub there on coaching staff VIU. Edward back on serve for Camosun. Score is 7-11. Great serve, pushes Del Mundo. Dick saves it with one hand. Pushes the set to the outside. Kooten one-on-one. Finds it off the hands.
And that is just great ball, one-handed push. That is just somebody that has played a lot of volleyball, that comfort to reach and get there.
That might have been the point. Isaac Lank with a spin serve. Edward with a decent pass, sets to the outside. Great high swing by Kyle. He's been really, really good at this game. They get a kill. Interesting sub. Huxley is back after sitting for 2 sets.
Coming in, he's got that great hybrid. We'll see if he decides to hit a float or a spin here.
Essentially a hybrid for a hybrid almost. But we'll see what he brings. A change in what Coach Ma is looking for. Let's see if Huxley has it after sitting so long. It's a good float. Gets VIU in a little bit of trouble, but Van Kooten is ready, and Dick was ready for that set. Pushing it to the outside. Van Kooten going off of the outside hand of the blocker. Not fully pressed.
And that's just that's a comfort set.
Absolutely.
That is, this is my guy, I'm gonna set him, and he's gonna do the rest.
Absolutely. Van Kooten gets a chance to serve. It's 13-8. Great serve, great pickup by Oliver. Del Mundo with a pickup of his own. Free ball Camosun. Taking it to Eli. Eli took that ball, setter dump over. Now Del Mundo with a set. Roll shot by Monroe, set to the middle. Des finds it. He is so calm. He is so calm under pressure. You just see him saying, yep, that's me.
And another one.
You don't see him celebrate, just points down. Yep, that was good.
Yep, good set.
9-13. Matthew on serve for Camosun. It's a good float serve, but great pass by Van Kooten. Manny goes high, tries to go deep. No touch on block, no touch on defense. Oh. Whoa, wait.
Oh, a change.
Point VIU?
Let's, we might get a replay brought to you by Rogers TV here.
Oh, I don't know about this one.
See, this is the parody of sport, the beauty. Ref's doing a great job tonight, and nothing like a, let's see here. Oh, no. I think that's very close.
Oh my goodness, that wasn't, no, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm the one wearing the glasses right now.
I don't need glasses for that one. There was no touch.
Well, home court.
Yeah, home court, yeah. Anyways, Bobby's my friend, all the best. However, did not see a touch there. But we're not going to talk about that. This isn't our job, right? Well,
we got one more.
Team gets one more. We got one more chance at this one.
Brought to you by Rogers TV.
Oh,
no touch. Yeah.
Great job by the Rogers team there, bringing us another angle on it. This angle really, truly showed there was no touch.
Now, if only Rogers TV was here all the time, we could have a challenge system in the PACWEST.
This is what we need. Yes.
For what a lot of people don't know, the challenge system exists in international and professional volleyball, where they have live courts that can always watch for things like touches and balls, whether they're in or out. And interesting enough, there are no down refs at the back of the courts. It is all electronic now that call ins and outs.
Yep. This is very, very frustrating now. They could have been down by 3 points. Now they're down, sorry, I needed to double check that. Now they're down by 5. Not only that, VIU gets a chance and a match ball and a chance to close it out.
Nay putting in just a consistent spin serve.
Yes, set to the outside. Eli goes off hands. It is 14-10.
And as we've said all night, ball don't lie.
Yes. It would have been 13-11, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. Here we are. Kyle serving. Number 9 for Camosun. He's been a great server all night.
Perfect ball. I'm expecting a pipe ball here for Van Kooten to let him put it away.
I would not be surprised for sure. But he passes. He's going for it. Middle tip over the block. Pick up by Des. Roll shot at Edwards. VIU gets a chance to finish it off. Carter swings. It is in. VIU takes it in 5.
And hate to see it. That call, unfortunate. But sometimes selling the touch gets you there, and made the difference. So I guess we were both wrong. So V, it's been lovely doing this cast for you one time.
Absolutely.
VIU taking the game in 5 sets, 15-10, an absolute war. And we have another battle going on here tonight at 3 p.m., I believe.
Correct. Women played 1. Men played 3 p.m. Still a lot of the crowd is still here. Great of them to stick around with us. It is 10:15 now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Coach Ma looking over to us, asking if that ball was a touch.
It's fine. I think there was
didn't say anything in the microphone.
I will say it goes both ways. That line ball, middle ball, that 30, potentially out as well. That Connor's called in.
Absolutely.
So,
yes.
you know,
it really, in the grand scheme of things, we will say that officials, it's not an easy job. It's high-level volleyball. As long as they're consistent, I think that's a great thing.
We can't ask for more.
We can't ask for more. And as long as it's consistent on both sides, and that's it was.
Yeah.
There's going to be errors here and there. Hopefully it's not the deciding error. We've all made mistakes. We're all human. Good on for Camosun for not taking it any further, getting a card or anything like that. It's also super important to say a 5-setter. No cards were given, no yellows, no reds. Really love that. The sportsmanship aspect was really good.
Yeah.
And I'm sure these teams will battle again very, very soon. Well, tomorrow, but beyond that, we get to see them. Absolute pleasure doing this. Thank you again to Rogers TV. Please come back soon. We will do this whenever you want us to do this. Absolute pleasure, great experience. I had a blast.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
I want to say strength and honor.
Strength and honor.
Thanks for watching. We had a blast. Thank you, Brett, for coming in.
Have a great night, everyone.
Have a great night, guys.
Every community has a story worth sharing, and Rogers TV brings you closer to the heart of your town.
I want to see your hands up.
With trusted news sources, community updates, and local voices reflecting your city.
There is a possibility for tomorrow to look different.
From politics and municipal issues to education and stories that impact your family and local businesses, Rogers TV keeps you informed. Tune in to your local Rogers TV channel to discover stories that connect us. Your community, your news.
Vancouver Island University is located in one of the most beautiful places in the world, on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. The Nanaimo campus is situated at the base of Mount Benson and offers gorgeous views across the Salish Sea towards Vancouver and the Pacific Coast Mountains. VIU offers more than 120 programs, from upgrading courses to bachelor's degrees, from trades training to master's degrees. We want you to know that there's a place here for you.